Republican council member article needed context. It's funny how mainstream media like the Capitol choose to report on legislation they support. For example, the November 21 article on mid-priced housing. There is no mention of how Democratic members of the county council inserted a bulldozer-sized grandfathering bill into the bill. It now ensures that the developers who support them will complete their projects before this bill goes into effect. A bipartisan majority defeated efforts by other Democratic members to add a grandfathering amendment at a meeting. But at next meeting, same grandfather amendment was passed by Democratic majority, and Republican Party opposed it. One member changed their vote to ensure other Democrats would not vote against the bill. Without this change, Democrats would have been forced to vote against the bill to stay in the good graces of their developer donors. Developers will no longer need to pay fees or create MPDUs for any projects until July 2024. There is no mention of how Democratic members of the county council reduced public contribution by exempting MPDU projects from having to get variances if a developer wanted to get around county rules. The decision will now be made by county administrative staff rather than a public hearing with public participation. There is no mention how Democratic members of the council voted to change the focus this bill so that teachers, police officers, firefighters and other county employees who work in REA can live where they work. They were freed from this obligation. Any person, whether working in the district or not, can now apply to live in these MPDUs. This defeats the original, stated purpose of the bill. This is no longer about essential workers. Low-income housing now needs to be built for everyone. Fun. But it's also sad. Reporting could have provided context and understanding, nuance and insight. This would serve as a vital check on a unified county government led by the Democratic Party, working in concert. Instead, members of the media are shirking their responsibilities. They regurgitate talking points and messages as another mouthpiece for the progressive left. And they ignore that those who make moves play them like pawns. Our county deserves a better outlet for real news. Nathan Volke. Pasadena Volke is a Republican member of the Anne Arundel County Council representing District 3. Historic Preservation Commission failed in public opinion at a public hearing on November 14. Annapolis Historic Preservation Commission approved the proposed rooftop pergola and exterior renovation of office rental space located at 150 South Street by a 43 vote. The renovation of the existing building will be a welcome development. However, dition rooftop gathering spot is completely unnecessary and could easily become a public nuisance that benefits privileged few at the expense the quality life nearby residents. The 3 members who voted against the proposal deserve credit for foll.